Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, and everyone listening in Radio Land. I am CJ, and this is Real FM 91.9 and 91.5. We are broadcasting from Main Street Hotels in historic St. Patrick's. Good morning. Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Annette. How are
CJ.
you?
Bless.
Go ahead,
Good
please, when you're
morning to
ready.
everyone. Okay, we're just gonna read some Psalms of praise. Um, what to do when you don't understand God's ways? God say, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are your ways my ways," says the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Call to me, and I will answer you, and show you great and mighty things which you do not know. What then shall we say to all these things? If God is for us, who can be against us? Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? As it is written, for your sake we are killed all day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter, yet in all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. It says, many are the affliction of the righteous, but the Lord delivered him out of them all. And I love this one. Cast your burden on the Lord, and he shall sustain you. He shall never permit the righteous to be moved. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Father, this morning we thank you because through the scriptures we can have comfort, we can have consolation. And you encourage us in your word to call to me, and I will answer you. I'll show you great and mighty things that you do not know. Father, you remind us this morning that our thoughts are not your thoughts. The things we think are not what you would think. Neither our ways are your ways. Your ways are higher. It's much better than ours. And you see, even as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. And even God, when we think of it, Lord, everything we think in our minds, even before we even speak it out, so somebody could hear it, Lord, you know our thoughts are far off. You know the very deep and hidden things of our hearts. And this morning, God, someone might need a comforting word this morning. Cast all your cares upon me because I care for you. And God, we can have comfort and consolation from your word this morning. So, Father Lord, I just want to lift you up. I just want to see, God, you are bigger than every situation in our lives. There's nothing too hard for you to do, there's nothing too difficult for you to do. And God, we can put our faith and our confidence in a God who knows the beginning and the end. You're the Alpha, the Omega, you're the first and the last. You are you are the God who said, I am that I am. You're the God who said to me, come just as you are. You're the God who says, seek your face and turn from our wicked ways. And you said you're going to hear from heaven. You're going to heal our lands. You're going to forgive our sins. And you're going to heal our land. So, God, we have a God who is always extending his mercies every day, his newness every day, his forgiveness every day. Think of the many times since we are on this earth that we keep transgressing, we keep sinning against you, Lord, and your mercy and your forgiveness is covering our sins. As long as we said, if we confess our sins to you, you're faithful and you're just to forgive us and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. Think of every day we come in need of your mercy. Think of every day we come in need of your forgiveness, God. And you, what do? Do you say, no, not today? You're always open. You said your ears are always open to the cry of those the righteous, Lord, but your face is against those who do evil. And this morning we call upon you to pass over our land, Lord, and may your mercies and your favor and your grace continue to pour down upon us as rain. It's not that we deserve it, but you, God, in your divine wisdom, you let the rain to fall upon the just and the unjust. It doesn't give one side and forget the other side. It's because of who you are. And this morning, we pray that you would experience your mercy and your rain and your freshness in a new and powerful way today, oh God. Father, watch over our nation. All the things that is raising us ugly here. So many violence among children, Lord. Our young people seem to be restless and are fainting. They're going weary, oh God. And we pray today that, Lord, you would increase their strength. You say you give power and might to those who don't have strength. Lord, I pray today that they would learn to press into you. They learn to know about the God who is able to keep them even when they are tempted. One of the first I didn't realize that there's no temptation that is taking you that is such as is common to man. But God who is faithful will not allow us to be tempted above that which we are able. But God, you are able with the temptation to make a way of escape so that we'll be able to bear it. Help them to know that there's a different way to resolve conflicts and violence, Lord. I pray, God, for our youth. They're looking at the adults. We don't see much example when it comes to our older men. We don't see there's so many absentee fathers as we're hearing there. Most of the homes are mother house, a female household, and the young men not understanding what it means to have a father figure when a mom has to play a dual role of father and mother, God. And we see that they don't have the ability to train their children in the way that they should go. So we see even I looking at that on the news where this guy was just planning this other young man. That seems so difficult. It's so painful to watch that thing, Lord. And sometimes we blame them and we wonder what happened. But God, they have maybe a lot of hurts inside of them that they cannot get redressed to, Lord God, and that's the way they express it. So, Father God, we pray that as citizens, we all look out for each other, we encourage our young men, our young women, our young children, Lord, to be better, Lord. We pray, God, that the grace of God would reach them. The heart will be turned towards you, God, so they'll know that there's a better way of life. It's not violence. And we see even in the different islands, we see this gang violence rising up and this gun violence and all things that we have not been seeing for such a time, oh God, but we know it's the evil day. You say in the last day men would wax worse and worse and they'll be evil. They will give heed to all kind of lawlessness, lawfulness and things like that. And God, it's right before our eyes. So, God, we pray that you would help us, God. You would be merciful and reach out and help us to see that there will be an improvement in the hearts and lives of our people, not only the youths, but everyone, oh God, will learn to respect and reverence you. Have that faith, have that consciousness in our heart that there is a God. So for this morning, whatever burdens we are going through, whatever distress, Lord, help us to know that we can cast it at your feet because you say, bring it to you, and Lord, you're able to care for us. So we pray that the comfort of the Lord, the strength of the Lord today, the joy of the Lord will be our strength. When we experience what it means to be joyful, to know God, there's a joy and a peace that passes all understanding. I pray that the peace of God would resonate and reign within our hearts and our lives and within our nation today, Lord, as we give you thanks and we give you praise and we give you all the glory that is due unto your name. I pray in Jesus' powerful and wonderful name. Amen and amen.
Amen. Good morning again. How are you?
I'm good, CJ. How are
Good.
you doing?
I am awesome this morning. No complaint here.
Okay, praise the Lord.
Yes, yes, yes. And I see we had a very heavy shower this morning. The-
Yes, but the sun started to push out
Oh,
his
well,
head so hot already.
you know the drill. We say, okay, we get rain or plants it,
Yeah,
and then the sun comes splitting the earth right after that. So it's just short span of water we are getting. But hey, we appreciate everything that we get right
thank
now.
God for it. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
All righty. Have yourself a
So
great day.
you have a blessed day, you
Thank
too.
you. Talk to you
Bye
soon.
bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Specializes in cancer treatment, a general practitioner, family doctor, will be joining Dr. Gura in the not too distant future. Walk-ins are accepted. You can also call for an appointment at 423-3352. That number again, 423-3352. Put your health.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go?
It is Tuesday in the Eastern Caribbean and inside the studios of Real FM. It is Mental Health Tuesday, and today we are going to have another special topic. So hope that you're going to be listening. Call a friend and tell a friend, to listen to the mental health program that takes place at Real FM on Tuesday. So we should be back in a short while.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking. What you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. We have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there. You got to be careful.
On Sunday, April 2nd, PG Lifestyle and Legacy Entertainment present the biggest brunch party on the countryside. It's the return of SIP 2 Jolly Rancher Brunch.
SIP 2?
World of Color Edition. From 1 p.m. at the Chantimel School Ground. Live performance by the Octane Band. Music by DJ Madkid and PQ. Get your tickets now for only $60. VIP $350. The biggest brunch party. No vibes, no entertainment. It's SIP 2 Jolly Rancher Brunch.
The biggest brunch party.
Red carpet, live band, 360 camera booth, the best food, drink specials, and the most beautiful lady at the Chantimel School Ground.
SIP 2.
I come here for no stand up. I come to party with my hand up.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantimel in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchen, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
Boy, yo, they gonna fly with kite now. The wind picking up.
I'm coming. Karim, what you doing?
Fly my kite.
Yeah, but not here. You can't fly kite near power lines, boy.
Why not? The wind good.
Because mommy say, kite threads conduct electricity.
Yeah, kite. He's right. If your kite gets stuck in power lines, it can cause power outages, or even worse, it can get shocked.
Come, let's go and fly them in the pasture.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When
If you're looking to improve or maintain your health, look no further. We have a general practitioner right here on Main Street, Sates in the Kweze. Dr. Guerrera, a gynecologist and surgeon who specializes in women's health. She offers lab tests, blood, pap smears, prostate cancer, and stool tests. Consultation for pregnant women from beginning to end. Surgeries, which includes hysterectomy, tying of tubes, vaginal shrinking, removal of uterine fibroids, and vaginal warts, hernias, C-section. She also specializes in diagnostic and therapeutic DNC, abnormal bleeding. They're in collaboration with Alice Labs, located in St. George, opposite the Excel Plaza. Dr. Santos, an oncologist who specializes in cancer treatment, a general practitioner, family doctor, will be joining Dr. Guerra in the not-too-distant future. Walk-ins are accepted. You can also call for an appointment at 423-3352. That number again, 423-3352. Put your health first. It is March 21st today, and I'm sure you did not know that each year the sun crosses the celestial equator, moving northwards on this day. This is the vernal or March equinox. At this time, the equinox is at every location on Earth. The sun spends 12 hours above the horizon and 12 hours below the horizon. It is a special day today, March 21st. So all of you guys who have that date marked on your calendar, something special happens between the sun and the earth.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking. What you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
It is 7:18. It's almost time for us to check in at the Maurice Bishop International. So I'll go there, call, and see what we have on the weather book today.
I say we have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. How you move when you're moving. Which direction you're going. You got to be careful.
And we have Jason from the MBIA talking to us this morning. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning to you, Claire, and good morning to our listeners of Real FM. Let's take a look at the weather for today, Tuesday, the 21st day of March 2023. At Point Selene, it is partly cloudy. A moderate breeze is from the east-northeast at 17 miles per hour. The barometric pressure is 1015.6 millibars, which is above normal and rising. Present temperature 25.9 degrees Celsius, relative humidity 76%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.5 degrees Celsius and the minimum last night 24.9 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, we had no rainfall at the airport. The total for the month remains at 6.6 millimeters. Now for the public forecast for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique, valid for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy and windy with few brief showers mainly during the morning and night. Today's maximum temperature should reach 30.5 degrees Celsius. The wind should be east-northeasterly to easterly at 16 to 26 miles per hour, gusting high at times. The sea should be rough with waves 8 to 9 feet in open waters, and the public should take note here that a marine advisory is in effect. The tide is currently falling, will be low at 9 a.m. and high at 3 p.m. Sunset today 6:19, sunrise tomorrow 6:12. To repeat the forecast, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy and windy with few brief showers mainly during the morning and night. From the Maurice Bishop International Airport, Jason Robertson reporting.
Thank you, Jason, and have yourself a great day. So, folks, there we have it. Weather works. We have a little bit of rain. We have small craft advisory, so pay attention to what the weather people said.
That's going on. Staying alive, trying to survive. That is how it is today. So as you go along your way, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Where you go when you're walking. What you say when you're talking. You got to be careful. You got to be careful, careful.
It is 7:23, and I think we have a call this morning. Let's go. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, CJ.
Good morning. How are you?
Not too bad.
Good, good. Go ahead.
I got a little drift away because my sister wasn't feeling well.
Oh, you got drift away. Well, at least you're here. You still made it, so this is good.
Yeah, I read from the Word of God, Matthew chapter 5. And seeing the multitude, he went up into the mountain, and when he saw his disciples, he came unto him. They came unto him, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for they shall see the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the poor in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. This is the end of the scripture reading.
Thank you very much, and I hope your sister is feeling a bit better by the end of the day.
I hope so too.
And you hang in there.
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bring the family and friends to experience redemption. The first ever Church on the Road. It is one Christ, one church, no one left behind. It is redemption time.
Tell them, let them know. I am on the road again. With a new song hotter than before. I am on the road again. All without me, you should let them know. I am on the road again. Like a river, the blessings must flow.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness, keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Now more than ever, Flow is working hard to keep you connected to the things that matter most: your family, your work, and your favorite entertainment. We are also providing Flow Study free of charge so students can stay connected and up to date with their schoolwork. And because your safety is our highest priority, you can manage your account from the safety of your own home through the MyFlow app. We are here for you, keeping you connected.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahornhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahornhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Need a quick, convenient way to pay your bills and avoid lines? Use the online banking feature from Republic Bank, First Caribbean, or Co-op Bank. Contact them today to set up your online banking and enjoy 24-hour convenience to make your bill payments.
Renlink, energizing our Grenada.
If you're looking to improve or maintain your health, look no further.
It is time to check on the live and say good morning to the folks that are on, listening, and viewing. Adrian Watts, good morning. Faithlin Holly Douglas, good morning. Christine Otley, Antonio, Julian Noel, Shirley Scarrett. These are the ones that are there so far. And I'll hit the WhatsApp and say good morning to Lennox. Good morning to Mac Belfon. Good morning to Kit Sylvan. Good morning to everyone that is listening. And even though you're not watching on live, we know that you're out there and your dial is stuck on to 91.9 or 91.5. And as Jester normally says, do not touch the dial. It might be just hot. He's full of himself, if you ask me. But that's what he says. So I just borrowed a little line from his thing that he says on Saturday. Don't touch that dial. It might just be hot. It is Tuesday, Mental Health Tuesday, and we have a topic this morning that we think, everybody sort of craves that, everybody asks for that, so it is just 1 minute away from us getting on the air and live, so let's see what we have here. Let me say good morning to the people on Hill Street. You know who you are. That is how Jester called you, not me. Hill Street. Good morning to Johnny. Johnny, let me apologize because every week I know that you're listening to the mental health program. And when I see you, we talk about it. But it just slipped me to say good morning. So this morning, I'm saying special morning to Johnny over at Cross Street. Is how you call that? Yeah, Cross Street. Good morning to the Date family in Toronto listening. That is Daphne, Olivia, Arlene, and Ethan. Good morning, Lorna Bain. Good morning, Cynthia Alexis. Good morning to everyone that is listening to us here on Real. So it is 7:30, and it is time to say good morning to my nemesis over there. Good morning, Jester. How are you?
Good morning to you, Claire. Good morning to the listeners of Real 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Yeah.
And our phone number still remains 442-0175 when you want to call in to make your contribution.
And you must make them know, Claire, that's for both the
WhatsApp?
landline and the WhatsApp. So.
Well, you already did. You just made them know that, so I don't have to do it again.
Well, when you're saying it, you don't stop short.
Well, I'm short. It was called me short. I'm living up to my name. For my 5.5 feet this morning, okay? So, yeah. So these are the people that are on live. We said good morning. We got the dung packed. We'll come back again and say good morning to everybody else once. So this morning, our topic is on happiness. And I don't think there is anyone on this planet that is not looking to be happy. It says the topic is why happiness is a choice. And they give you 8 ways you can choose to make yourself happy today. It says, yes, happiness is a choice and not a result of achievements or purchases. I think this is sort of an interesting heading, you know, happiness is a choice, because I never really looked at it as happiness being a choice. We all think that you get up and happiness should be right at your doorstep, that you just take it and you just run with it, as they say, you know. Yeah. But on my research, I've learned that it is not so. It says here, choosing to be happy is a constant effort. And to be honest, it is not something that comes naturally. What do you think what they mean by that? Do you think that, you know, we have to really work to make ourselves happy?
Choosing to be happy is a constant effort. And to be honest, it's not something that comes naturally. So, what I gather from that is that being happy, you have to make the effort to make yourself be happy. You have to do things, you know, your way that would make you feel comfortable. You feel happy. So it's not just something that, well, you're just there and it just naturally you'll be happy. Yeah, it's certain things that you do and certain choices that you make. That's what I'm gathering from that.
It says millions of us struggle with periods of depression and anxiety and had to live with periods of debilitating panic attacks or episodes of rumination that have beaten my mental health and my happiness down. So when we think that everybody wants to be happy. Everybody craves happiness, but it is not something that comes naturally. And it says it affects our mental health. We have a call from our favorite lady. Let's see. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Shelly, and how are you?
I call her Sarah.
Hello? Hello? Okay, I think the phone is giving a bit of problem. It just cut off. And Faithlyn, Haley, Douglas, yes, you're seeing right. You're not blind at all. I'm in pink and Jester is in red.
Good morning to you, Faithlyn here. Harley Douglas. I missed out on her Saturday morning, man.
You missed out on her?
Yeah, I missed out shouting her up on Saturday morning. Yeah,
okay.
I did miss out. You know, we have a caller on the line.
We do have a caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Claire.
Good morning, Miss Mona. How are you?
Not 100%. A bit of sadness.
What happened?
I lost my sister.
Oh, so sorry to hear that. Where is she?
St. George's. That's Shirley, Mom.
Oh, yes, I heard. Oh, you are really okay. Sorry to hear that. Yes.
Yeah.
Happiness is you have to work out happiness for yourself, you know, Claire.
Quite true.
Nobody can work it out for you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make yourself happy. Whatsoever come your way, think about it, brush it out, and make yourself happy. You have to have the faith and the courage to go on. Don't sit down and today I don't feeling and I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. And you there, you know, you're worrying yourself. You're putting more pressure on you. Just try and work it out and put it in the hands of the Master.
That for sure.
He will carry you through. Happiness will come your way once you work it out. You encourage yourself. Nothing perfect. There are days you're going to be down. There are days you're going to be up. But keep on moving on, and you will find happiness. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Miss
and
Mona,
hang in tight,
Miss
Jack.
Mona, before you run off, let me say my deepest sympathy to you and the rest of your relatives and family members. You know,
Yes,
Tante
thank you
Cheryl and
very
all her
much.
children and grand. You know, I know
It's a lot of us, you know.
Yes.
It's not something that is easy to deal with,
Yeah.
but you know, you have to find the strength from deep within. And
Well, that's
work
why
it.
I say put it in the hands of the great man.
Yes.
Even though there are days you're sad, down, but when you hear he lift you up for good.
Quite true.
Trust him.
Yep, thank you.
Have a blessed day.
You as well.
Right.
So yes, with the happiness comes the sadness also. They really work hand in hand.
Claire, one thing, while we're on, it's not that we're changing topic, but while we're on the passing of people, I just want to say my deepest sympathy to the family members and relatives of Brevo from Shantimel. I remember Brevo in the days of Calypso Tent, and Brevo himself used to be comical, you know. He used to be sitting on the cinema stage, and he was holding our own show within himself. And Brevo, so Brevo certainly will be missed, you know.
Yeah,
so,
I think we have a call again. Let's see. Good morning.
This is not something I do.
What do you do?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Not something I do, but I really and truly, I feel bad. Just the only mourn I know that those people are dead.
Oh gosh. What do you mean? Did he say just Mona? He said Brevo also.
No. So I from Montreal, you know, just don't get that twisted.
Yeah, I know your roots is from Montreal. I know that.
Oh, deepest sympathy goes out to you, Andrew Donald, on the loss of your family and your relative.
I don't understand.
Mr. Donald, my deepest sympathy to you, bro, on the loss of your family.
Give me flowers.
Well, you know I'm accustomed giving you flowers, man. You know that, man.
I've never seen somebody beg for something like that, honestly.
You know I'm accustomed giving you your flowers, bro.
Anyway, but just
hey.
Can you do me a favor, please?
Yeah.
Sing happy birthday to Claire.
Oh yeah, today. I'll do.
Just a hold it. You can't sing. Just knock it off.
I can sing.
Today's not my birthday.
No, I'll do Andrew's version.
I said, today's not my birthday.
Andrew's version. I'll do Andrew's version.
It's not my...
No, I'll do Andrew's version.
Let me put it that way for you. You are a dead man. DED, not DEAD, DED.
Your topic today is happiness.
Yes, of course.
Right, so sing and make her happy.
Right.
Hey,
give me a chance to sing for you.
Hold on. Nobody cannot make me happy. I create my own... Just hush, and I'm taking your mic off.
No.
I'm taking your mic so off.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
The dog holding it off.
Claire, on a serious note, man, you keep that in the dark for me, but knowing how the way you and I go down, I mean, oh man. I just want you to have a real happy.
But hold on a second.
I was speaking. I mean, it's not like I wonder if it's by coincidence we're speaking about happiness today, man.
Hush, you see my lips here? It's moving. But where else it is moving? Hush.
Okay, let me.
I don't know what you're talking about happiness, because I am that person every day.
Right.
I am a happy person every day. Today is not different from any other day in regards to happiness. That's who I am. So whether it's my birth date or whatever it is. And as a matter of fact, I wasn't born. I keep telling you guys and you're not listening. Hey, I was created.
we have a call on that.
Call away. So when you run your mouth and you think about you are happy and say, I was born, I was created happy. So, there.
So
let's take the call, hush. Good morning.
Happy
oh Lord, have mercy.
To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my dear Clary. Happy birthday to you.
And who might you be?
May the Lord bless you, and you may see many, many more birthdays.
Hello, Devon. Good morning.
Good morning to you, my dear. Just good morning.
Good morning to you, Devon.
Listen,
I just had to do that.
Yes. She deserves that.
Oh, hush.
Yeah, she deserves that.
Yeah.
She's a hard-working young lady, and she needs all the happiness that she can get. She can make herself happy, but we can also do it.
Yes,
Have
certainly.
a blessed morning.
Thank you, Devon. Good morning. Bye.
Yes, sir.
You see, just this. Andrew Donald, you are a DED man. Dead man.
My gosh.
Let me go. Another call? Jester, you want to come and operate the board here? Good morning.
Yes, staying right there.
Good morning, my dear. How are you?
Good morning, Lynette. I'm fine.
Good morning.
Gosh. Good morning. Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, morning, Jester.
Good morning to you, Lynette.
Yes, everybody okay?
Everybody is just fine. We are happy here today. Happiness reigns inside the studio here.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just want to say, no, I think happiness is, I heard someone said one time, life is 20% what you make it, and 80% how you take it. And I always think about that because during life's journey, there will always be a stony path. There will always be that rough path that we have to go through. It never will be smooth sailing all the time. And so, while we are on the smooth path, we are happy, we are glad, we're joyful, and things like that. When we get to that stony part, however, our emotions might change a bit, but still we have to think about just trotting on, just going on, and still be ourselves. Is how you take it. We still have to keep our mind focused. We have to keep ourselves still happy. And remember always that it will never continue like that. It will be better. Tomorrow is always there. Today might be rough, might be tough. Tomorrow might be better. And the next day might be even better, might be the best. So we cannot just put ourselves down because something happened. We cannot just, make our lives miserable for a long time. We have to continue to carry on. We have to keep that happiness within. And I think, that's what life is about. It is never always very rosy all the time. So we have to take it, as people would say, take everything with a smile, even if it's hard.
That's
true.
true.
We have to keep that happiness inside and be happy all the time.
Thank you very much.
That's what I have to say.
All right, that's a great contribution, and it is a lot of what you said. It is so true that we have to we are the ones that are going to make ourselves happy.
Thank you very much for the contribution. Claire, I want to see happiness, a state of mind, It starts with that state of mind, And, the calls are coming in fast and furious this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Clay.
Good morning, Miss Kenro.
Good morning, Jester.
Good morning, my dear Kenro.
How is you?
We good.
I'm fine.
Well, Miss Claire just called Jack and sing. I will speak. So I just called to wish you happy birthday.
Thank you.
I wish the Lord will bless you, keep you for you to see many and many more years to come.
Thank you.
But Mr. Andrew is a jealous man.
You see? Tell us, we're listening.
Mr. Andrew is a good man, but he's a bad man. Because whether you didn't want nobody to know, but you come this morning and you have chugged the program.
Oh, yes, yes.
All right. Well, when I wonder who that man was. But they don't listen good as they know. That Mr. Andrew. Oh, God, you can't.
It is not funny because let me tell you, get your black dress, you know. Get your black dress ready.
I always have one.
Okay, dead.
More than one, too.
And DED, dead. Because he knows differently. You see, when you tell black people your business, or black people know your business, that is what they do.
Don't go in hell for it.
No, I ain't going in no hell. I ain't believe in hell, so I ain't going there. But he dead. God dead.
How you go there?
When you come to his funeral, you're going to find out. That's why they have autopsy and so that they do so you could know what killed somebody.
Yes.
She tried to keep that under the carpet, man. That's right.
Tell Mr. Andrew. Mr. Andrew walk on your kids this morning, you know.
Oh my gosh.
You see, he go on his broadcast his 2 days of birthday, the March 31st and the March 30th, and what he likes. And I don't, I'm in my own zone. I'm good. So I don't know why he go broadcasting as do you think he,
What he hold you this morning?
You don't hold me about nothing, Kenro.
You this morning.
Not anything you say. I don't even bother with what you want to believe.
You.
Okay.
No, he can't change it. She probably was expecting some real great contribution towards the topic.
No. Listen, if anybody else doesn't know Andrew, I know how he thinks, so don't worry. I know.
Well,
I was expecting that.
But you must take what is yours.
Well, I'm not. Okay, thanks. Everybody, thank you.
That better?
Yeah.
I'm going to make me breakfast now.
What you sending for me? And you call in and tell me happy birthday, what you sending?
Yeah, but
I'm accepting cash, just so you know.
Right,
you want to kill Kenro?
That better. Accept cash.
No.
Don't say you
Or what?
We
I was creative.
We're making a collection for
who?
Or the bathroom again. Anyways, I forgot the name of the bathroom and the toilet, and they're making a collection. So they pass with the thing and everybody put the wash.
Oh, the wash, okay.
The wash. So we're making a collection for the wash.
Okay. Cannot buy.
I just want to ball.
What's stopping you? Go ahead and ball. You have my permission today to ball.
Some of them I just want to
All right. Talk to you soon. Later, and thank you.
All right,
okay,
Bye.
Jester, we need to get back to our program. Stop it.
Yeah, but not the people who would call and,
So let me say good morning to my dear friend Lorna Bain. She says good morning to you, Jester. Good morning to Cynthia Bartholomew. Caller, we come in. Christine Otley, Justin Matheson, Julius Boyne, and again, Fitlin, thank you. Thank you, Julius. Thank you. Caller. Good morning.
Good morning to
Good
you.
morning, Miss Job. How are you?
Happy birthday.
Okay.
And Kenu has said it all on my behalf too.
You're close to your radio, Miss Job?
We're
getting a bad feedback. If you step away or turn on the volume a bit for me, please.
Yes, I've taken it off.
Thank you.
That's better.
Yes, Kenu has said it all on the behalf of even me too.
Thank you.
Whatever, Mr. Andre, he is he.
You cannot say what he is. Say what he is. Don't be afraid. He is, and he is. Tell us what he is.
My dear, look, I've known Mr. Andre since in the early 80s. I met him. and he has not changed, and he, you know, he's he.
He's
a man,
yeah.
You know, you have to go along, understand. You know, understand. Anyway, it's about your birthday. Take care of yourself. Have a happy day.
Thank
although
you.
you're working.
Yeah, thank you. All right, thanks.
I'm glad to be able to call and say happy birthday to you too.
All
And
right.
Mr. Jess,
All right.
yes.
Thank you very much.
It's just a birthday today too.
No.
No, not but just say hello to me.
Remember, November people are quite different.
Oh, yeah. All right, thank you much. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Jester,
Yeah.
I am happy.
Oh, the phone lines is crazy this morning, Claire.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Claire, and good morning to Real FM family.
Good morning, Miss Matheson.
Good morning to you, Miss Madison.
I too want to join the callers. If I knew, I would have been the first caller.
That's why no one knew.
I just want to say, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. He made you and He created you. He shaped you by His hand. You are a wonderful person. So today you deserve. Let everyone say to you, congratulations to you on your birthday. Happy birthday to you, Claire. Have a wonderful day. May the good Lord bless you and keep you. You will always have a smile in your face because it comes straight from your heart.
Sure, thank
Whatever
you.
the heart feels, it will portray on your face. So this is wonderful. It's a wonderful day.
But you have your black dress, right?
No. We're not going black. We're going red, yellow, blue, all different colors today. Because today the sun is shining on your face and you're rejoicing. You see, the good Lord opened the windows of heaven and give you blessing. Lots of water. So you could be happy. So be happy. Rejoice.
I am happy. Thank
Today
you.
is your day.
Thank you.
I know you are happy, but today you're extra happy because you got something wonderful. Today is your birthday. Clay, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Be rejoicing in it. Be happy because you are a wonderful person. You're a great person.
Thank you.
A good, wonderful radio presenter.
Thank you. Thank you,
Take
Mr.
care. Have a lovely
All right.
day.
Okay, bye-bye.
I'm listening to you. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Now we have to get back to our thing. People don't call. Stop calling. Call for the program. Okay, so it talks about happiness, and it says a lot. Good morning.
Good morning, Claire.
Good morning, Primus.
And good morning to Jess.
Good morning to you.
Claire, to the program and that word happiness is so appropriate. But before, first I must say happy birthday to you, Claire.
Thanks, Primus.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay. I am feel happy right now, Claire, because for the past couple of weeks we've been getting sun right through. And this morning, right now it is raining. And as a farmer, with all these clouds and this stuff, I am happy this morning.
All right.
So that word happiness is so appropriate for you.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm listening to the program.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
And we have a call on that. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, Miss Joseph. Miss Joseph, Mrs. Joseph. Which one?
All.
Miss Joseph.
All of it.
All of them.
Yes.
Aye,
Modi Maria, yes.
Okay. I'll say happy birthday to you. And I want you to also, I want to say also that all the men that work in the radio station, they should let them write down that today is a birthday, and don't take nothing from them, just happy birthday. Supposed to present to you some champagne. If it's 10 men working there, every man should provide a bottle of champagne towards you. You deserve more than happy birthday for the men at the office. Especially, I would like to believe the manager of the radio station should provide two. He should set the example.
Oh, they want the manager to provide 2 bottles of alcohol?
Yeah, the manager.
Okay.
They could provide one. And if it's upon just mind to provide 2, you can provide 2 too. Just
I'm happy that she doesn't drink alcohol.
if I was there, I'll give you one, but I don't know.
Didn't you hear, Jester? I don't drink alcohol.
So you're buying for?
Yeah, my body is alcohol-free zone.
so what is Mr. Claire? Why you say he don't drink, so you're buying for you?
Well, I don't know. He doesn't have to buy anything. You see, the thing is,
it's not me. I'm not drinking it. She's not drinking it. She that doesn't drink it.
Oh, she doesn't drink it.
No, I don't drink alcohol.
Give her the money. Give her the money.
You guys are taking this so far. Thank you so very much.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
So, Claire, don't worry. We have a break coming up at around 8 o'clock.
Yes, we have a break coming up at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, so we could go on still, or we get into the full-fledged of the program, even if it's after the break. People just want to have their way with you, Claire. Just realize
I
how
don't
much
want to
they
have their way with me. What
appreciate.
kind of thing you saying to be?
Yeah, well, they appreciate
Yes,
you.
I am.
And,
I'm not
knowing of your or learning of your birthday today. I mean, it makes them feel compelled to call.
I am not. I'm just.
That is exactly what is happening there.
Yes, I am. You're making it sound like I am. I'm okay. I'm just. It's not something that I do, and it's not something that I'm used to. Everybody's listen. My fives that are living in Toronto and the US.
Yeah.
They don't. This morning, I don't even think any one of them remember that it's my birthday today, because we brilliantly don't really talk about. As a matter of fact, everybody's like, we are getting older, and so I said, yeah, I am getting older, but it's like fine wine. I do it with grace, So it's not about thing, but it's just that birthdays is not something that I really go with. So, but thank you to everyone for wishing me my creation day. I came into this world kicking and screaming on March 21st. So I am okay. Thank you all. And let me see, Adrian, what? Our phone is ringing, is it?
Yeah, fine.
Good morning. It's not coming through here. I think it's the other line, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's the other line.
The number to call, it's 442-0175 if you want to get on air here. It's 442-0175, and that goes for WhatsApp as well as landline. So I was going to say, Adrian Watt says, tell me good morning and have a great day, because the Creator for the Creator to richly bless me. Pearl Charles, thank you. Trouble Double F, I don't know what that is, but thank you also. Shirley, good morning and thank you. And Joyce and Francois, thank you so much. Thank you all for sending all the greetings my way. I am learning to appreciate it nicely, because Jester is not going to let me forget it. That's why I didn't tell him anything, because I knew he was going to come and sing that off-key happy birthday, and the other one that tell him to sing can't sing either. I have two tone-deaf people tell him singing happy birthday, so,
What's wrong with that? I'm a karaoke singer.
Really? Let me take a break. Hold on.
Clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents: soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
It's redemption time. It's redemption time now. It's revival time. It's revival time now.
Redemption. Church on the Road moves to St. Patrick, Plains Pasture, March 26th, 5 p.m. The St. George's Baptist Church, in collaboration with the Alliance of Evangelical Churches, invites you to the first ever Church on the Road. Redemption. St. David's and St. Andrews were life-changing for so many. Redemption now moves to the Plains Pasture St. Patrick's on Sunday, 26th March, 5 p.m. Live performances by Ajamu, SGBC Worship Team, Pan Wizards, and spoken word by Pastor Stanford Simon. It's a family event, so bring the kids along. Kids Village commences at 4 p.m. with discussion quizzes, Bible stories, and other activities. Redemption. Worship starts at 5 p.m. Remember, March 26th, Plains Pasture, St. Patrick. Bring the family and friends to experience Redemption, the first ever church on the road. It is one Christ, one church, no one left behind. It is Redemption time.
Tell them, let them know. I'm on the road again. With a new song hotter than before. I'm on the road again. All who doubt me, you should let them know. I'm on the road again. Like a river, the blessings must flow.
Now more than ever, Flow is working hard to keep you connected to the things that matter most. Your family, your work, and your favorite entertainment. We are also providing Flow Study free of charge so students can stay connected and up to date with their schoolwork. And because your safety is our highest priority, you can manage your account from the safety of your own home through the MyFlow app. We are here for you, keeping you connected.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Need a quick, convenient way to pay your bills and avoid lines? Use the online banking feature from Republic Bank, First Caribbean, or Co-op Bank. Contact them today to set up your online banking and enjoy 24-hour convenience to make your bill payments.
Renlink, energizing our Grenada.
And we are back, and I think I've got a call. Let's see. Good morning.
Good morning, Claire. How are you?
I am good.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Why are you ducking it though?
What's that?
Why are you ducking it?
I'm not ducking it, I'm chicken.
Oh, okay. It's the best season in place, right? About our Aries season. So enjoy it.
All right,
Keep our
thank you.
blessings to them.
Thank you. All right, bye-bye. Yeah. So, just stepped out for just a minute. So, we'll see what's going on here. We're going back to the mental health program today, and it's on happiness. It says, happiness fuels success, not vice versa. So it's not success that fuels happiness. It says happiness fuels success. So most people go through life thinking that happiness is something that happens to them as a result of success or something good happening. For example, getting a pay raise or getting 100 likes on the latest Instagram post. I like that. But it says, indeed, large parts of the population don't realize that happiness is a choice and instead go through the emotions in life waiting for joy to pop up and slap them in the face. So, happiness is not something that just comes naturally. We have to work at it. And it says, when it says about getting 100 likes on your Instagram thing, that might make you happy for a little while, like instant gratification. But then how long does that happiness last when it happens? It says, as it says, a large part of the population realize that happiness is a choice. Instead of going through the motion and waiting for joy to pop up and slap you in the face, it is not happening. So if you really want to be a happy person, you may start off with that in you, like you want to be happy, but it's something you really have to work at. It does not just come naturally. It says science has shown that this type of instant gratification doesn't really make us happy, or not in the long term. In fact, there is no magic pill to finding happiness. However, there is one thing that is required to boost well-being, and that is work. And you say, work? Yeah, work. It says, I am afraid, so because happiness is a choice, it needs to be worked at consistently with effort, care, and dedication on your behalf. Not on my behalf, on your behalf. We all have to make ourselves happy because it does not come naturally. So when you see me and I'm happy as a clam, it's because I work towards that happiness. And you have to work towards your happiness too, because no one on this planet can make you happy. People can contribute towards your happiness, but it all comes down to you being happy, not anybody else being happy for you. People can be happy for you and say, I'm happy that you got this, I'm happy, but it's just an expression. But the deep down inside happiness has to come from you. It says, in fact, I believe the root of happiness is in the work you put into it. And that is true. Because they always say that, as I say, that nothing good comes easy. You really have to work for whatever it is that you want to achieve in this life. Whether it's at a job, whether it's at sport, whether it's just exercising, whatever it is, you have to put in the hard work to get the good result. And that's the same thing that happens with happiness. You have to put in the work to be happy. Because you can sit there and tell yourself, I'm happy. But when you say it, I'm happy, is that really you being happy? Or you just saying the word because you want to believe that you're happy? You have to put the work into happiness to become happy, as it says. It says you have to commit to being happy, prioritize it, focus on it, and remain disciplined as much as possible, even in those dark and difficult days. And it says especially in those dark, difficult days. So as some of the callers mentioned, that you will be happy, but you will have your moments. You'll have your down moments, you'll have your up moments, you'll have your dark moments, you'll have your light moments. There are days like that, but that does not stop you from being happy or working on being happy. He says, if happiness is a choice, how can I work on it? That's the question they're asking. If happiness is a choice, how can I work on it? How can you work on it? It says, it sounds staggering, but it is reported that we make around, hear this, 35,000 remotely conscious decisions every single day. And I'll say it again. It sounds staggering, but it is reported that we make around 35,000 remotely conscious decisions every single day. And here what the decisions are. From what would I eat? What should I wear? Or bigger things like who to love, how to spend our free time, whether to move to the city or quit the job we feel that we are stuck in. These are decisions that we make on a daily basis that we are not conscious about, but we make those decisions. So this is how some of us can start to work towards our happiness. It says some of our choices turn out to be great and others not so. What they have in common, though, is that all of these choices are based in your deep desire to be happy. These choices make a part of our life activity. As mentioned earlier, genetics make up roughly half of our happiness levels. The remainder depends on our circumstances, which is 10%. And this so-called life activity, 40%. So we see that it really, really needs work, and we really have to work on it. And even though we are making decisions that we're not conscious about, we are making those decisions every single day. Because when I wake up in the morning, or even before I go to bed, I'm like, what am I wearing tomorrow? Or what am I going to have for breakfast? What am I going to make for lunch? These are decisions that we make every day remotely, as we don't really sit and think about it. We just, in passing, we think about what am I going to wear tomorrow? What am I going to eat tomorrow? Or moving to the city or to a different location, that one things you have to think a bit harder for it. Or even in the job that you have, if you don't like it, you have to make a bigger decision on that. But the small things, I didn't say little and small together. I said little and then I paused, and then I said the small things. So if you are listening, I didn't say little and small together. That is not right. Yeah, the little things we make decisions about unconsciously, but we do make those decisions. It's amazing. It's staggering to make 35,000. We make that remotely consciously. We make that 35,000 times we think about things. Now here's a quote from Ralph Marston. He says, "Happiness is a choice, not a result. Nothing will make you happy until you choose to be happy." Ain't that true?
Certainly.
Yes, it is a choice. We are the ones that have to make ourselves. We are the ones that have to choose to be happy. No one cannot do it for us. He says, we cannot always control our circumstances. We do have more control over our life activity. And if that life activity is said to be responsible for almost 40% of our happiness, we can focus on making better choices here to increase our happiness levels. In fact, we can even make choosing happiness as one of our life choice. So, here it is. If you want to be happy, choose to be happy. You got to choose to do it. It's not going to jump up and smack you in your face, as it says, because it takes work, and like everything else that is good, takes work.
Well, of course, because, okay, happiness, and then to me, the opposite of happiness is misery.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And I don't think when you're born, come along, a child growing up, your parents growing you up. Ultimately, they want you to be a happy child in life,
Mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm.
They want you to succeed, and right, with success, happiness comes along as well, So I think everybody would want to be happy. However, some people again, they choose to be miserable too, Claire. I would say that.
Of course.
I would say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As it says, happiness fuels success, not success that fuels happiness. This is a powerful statement, because some of us think that when we are successful in our lives, we are happy. That is not true.
I agree.
Happiness fuels success.
To a certain extent,
yes,
yeah.
Because if you're happy, you're going to go out there and do things that is going to make your happiness continue. But sometimes we are successful and we're as miserable as all get out.
That's quite true. I know some people, they have everything they want in life. I mean, big house, they have the vehicle, they have well-furnished house,
Mm-hmm.
They might have a nice bank account. However, but some of them are still living a lonely and miserable kind of life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here's another point. It says, you may be thinking that all of it is easier said than done. Life is tough. Stuff happens. Stuff gets in the way. True, there are many challenging things that we experience in life, and we know that only certainty is change. So we will always face upheavals. This doesn't mean that all of life is bad. It just means that life is not easy, and happiness does not come from your circumstances or your situation. Happiness comes from a choice that you make within. Miss Matheson talked about that this morning. Says how you know where your happiness comes from, and if you're happy inside, it's going to radiate on the outside. If you're miserable inside, definitely it will radiate on the outside. Whatever is inside of here, it comes out. So sometimes, we say, people keep things inside that I upset you. you didn't say anything to me, but I don't know if you're upset, but one of these days it's going to show itself. And then I would know that, oh, well, you kept that inside all this time, you didn't tell me. So it comes out, regardless of how hard you try to hide things, eventually they will pop out, because what's inside will come out. As they say, what goes up must come down. What's inside will come out one of these days. You may not want it to, but it will. It says, learning how to choose happiness. It's amazing that it says you have to train your brain to choose happiness, even when your circumstances may suggest the opposite. You can boost your happiness set point by carrying out specific feel happier activities. If you're struggling to find the root of happiness, there are 8 points that you can incorporate into your life. It is science backed up, and you will feel happier if you stick to it. But it says put in the hard work, and you will, and you should see results. So here we go. Point 1 says, choose gratitude and look on the bright side. How many times we hear that? Look on the bright side. What does that really mean?
Looking on the bright side, because, and as Stalin said, because looking on the bright side, you will see the silver lining. So it's a matter of being, excuse me, it goes deep, yeah? It is about gaining self-confidence, you know, having that strong will to achieve whatever you want to achieve, to create that sort of happiness. These are some of the impression I get from that statement, really, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's part of it. It also says that no matter how bad life seems, there's always something positive you can find to focus on. And that's where the gratitude comes in. It said it could be the fact that you have a place to live, friends and family that loves you, you have clothes to wear, or even that you have eyes to see and legs to walk with. There are millions of people in this world that don't have some of these things.
On the issue of gratitude, gratitude, it is important to give gratitude where it's due.
We have to be grateful.
Yeah, you ought to be grateful for people that would have done certain things to your upliftment in one way or another. And it has to do with your conscience too, you know, Claire. You know, you have some people that, and you hear of many instances where people would have been played a very pivotal role in assisting people in getting up to a point, and some of them never look back, you know. And I don't think it's a nice thing to hear these sort of statements of people who would have come through that sort of channel, being assisted by others who made certain sacrifices. And now that you have reached the top, you tend not to look back. I don't think that's a nice thing at all. You want people to say, well, okay, you know how nice it was that year, you know. Yeah.
Gratitude is a big, well, it's a huge word, and it's a huge thing, because if we're not grateful for the things that is placed in our lives, and for the people that does this stuff for us, or do stuff, give things to us, who are you going to be grateful to in the end? You're not even grateful to yourself, you know? Because if you don't really show gratitude for things that, you know, you have, like, say, a place to live, a family to love, you know, who are you going to be grateful to? We have a caller. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bane. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Good. Have a great day today.
Thank you.
So, as usual, another great topic.
Thank you.
I especially like the point about having gratitude and looking on the bright side, because sometimes we find ourselves in situations that's beyond our control. But what we can control is how we react to it. And a few years ago, I had to make a conscious decision to choose happiness. And I'm so glad I did. And a point that I want to make is that while we as adults can choose to be happy, children, especially young children, they have not reached that capability as yet. So we as adults now have to surround the children with happiness. So this would rub off on them, and that will be reflected in the way that they react with people and the type of person that they turn out to be. A few years ago, I visited my daughter's school, and the psychologist said to me, "Happy mother, happy child." So we can see the effect that the way we are can rub off on our children. And so this is because our home environment has a lot to say on the well-being of our children. So being grateful, choosing happiness. I mean, not everything you'll be, it's not like you have to be happy, 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 and just walk around with a smile. But this is a deep sense of being happy, regardless of what's going on around you. So it's a very good topic, and I especially want adults to be mindful of the children, because one of the things that break my heart is to see a child just crying and you don't know why the child is crying. You know, and sometimes at that point the child just wants someone to say, to reassure them and say, you know what, everything is going to be okay. So yeah, we as parents and as adults have a great influence on children. So this is a great topic, to choose happiness, and it will affect a lot of aspects of our lives and how we react to things that happen every day. So have a great day, both of you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Claire, that is very, 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 very powerful coming from Lorna this morning, man. Because trust me, in fact, when adults, when certain things happen, you know what they usually do? They go back to do the traces of the home in the upbringing. What were the records of that child in growing up within the home, and there comes the end result. So when certain things happen, it was because of how that child would have been growing up within the home structure. That is why it is so important, as Lorna has stated. Because if there is a family and there is no love and happiness that exists within that family, don't expect that child in growing into an adult, don't expect to get that from him or her. So that is why her point is just so powerful.
It is. There's a call on WhatsApp. Let's take it and then we'll go to a break. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. I like your topic this morning of happiness. And as Claire is so quite correct, happiness brings success. That's quite so true. And because when you look at it, like the Bible said, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world for the loss of his soul? And you can have a lot of material things, but you're not happy, right? But you're not happy because there's, you know why? Because like, let's say like you have what? And every time you tell yourself, well, someone will come and rob you. Someone come and rob you. So you always think about it, have that thing in your mind, like if you come and rob you, what you going to do? Because you're not happy, right? I always say, when you find real happiness, as when you accept Christ as a Lord and Savior, when you accept Him as Lord and Savior, you're happy because you have that spirit in you. Because the Word of God says, for happiness is one of the fruit of the Spirit. In one of the fruit of the Spirit. And so you have that happiness, and that happiness brings joy. It brings peace, a peace of mind within you. Right? And it makes you smile. And happiness also it makes you look younger. Right? It also take away stress from you. It take away stress from you. Because listen, when you see some Sister Clay, they may be younger than you, but they're not happy. Right? And they don't happy. They always have that thing that we got. They don't happy because, and so what everything, contentment. When you content is great gain, and when you contentment could bring great gain, and also mean you're happy what you have and content with what you have. Because say like more a man has, the more you want, so that we're not happy.
That's true.
So that when you accept Christ as a Lord and Savior, and that Holy Spirit dwell in you, you have that happiness in you, a happiness that dwell in you, and also bring out in you that smile, and the peace and the joy in you, right? And it make you look younger.
Thank
So
you.
that's my business word.
All right, thanks much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks for that contribution.
We'll go to a commercial break now, Jester.
Yeah.
The Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, SIEP, in collaboration with the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, GFNC, will be conducting a practical nutrition session with school children ages 8 to 14 during the Easter holiday. Children will learn the importance of healthy eating practices using fun, exciting games, and will be given the opportunity to prepare delicious and healthy recipes developed by the team at the GFNC. Sessions will start on April 4th in Petite Martinique at the St. Thomas Aquinas RC School from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Carriacou sessions will be held at the Hillsborough Secondary School on April 5th. St. John and St. Mark, St. John Anglican Primary School, April 11th. St. Patrick Anglican Primary School, April 12th. St. Andrew, St. Mary's Roman Catholic School, located in Lafayette, St. Andrew, April 13th. St. George's and St. David, St. Martin de Porres Primary School, located in Crochet, St. Andrew, April 14th. All sessions in Carriacou and Grenada will be from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Parents must complete consent forms by the deadline March 24th to confirm your child's attendance. Limited spaces are available. Please contact 442-0105 or email saep@saep.gov.gd for more information.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway, and watch your money grow. Coming soon to authorized agents near you. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent, perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines, yet suitable for your hand wash, soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness, keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents: soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
So, we're talking about choose gratitude and look on the bright side. As Lorna made the comment earlier that You know, children, if you have a happy home, your children is going to rub off on your child or your children if you're grateful, if you have gratitude. So this is something that we all have to work on also. We don't ever take things or try never to take things for granted because people are there. Most of us, we are not supposed to give people or receive or hoping to receive things from people. It is not their right. They choose to do that. They choose to give us do a good turn for us. And in turn, we have to be grateful. And if we have our children, we have our family, and we receive these things and we do not show gratitude, we are showing our children the wrong way to go about things. Like they expect things from people and not say thank you or do not show any gratitude. It continues by saying, since happiness is a choice, start finding things in your life that you are grateful for. It could also be similarly small, general things that we often take for granted, such as the smell of cut grass, the sound of the ocean, etc. Writing these things down in a gratitude journal helps to solidify your happiness further. Try jotting down 3 good things about every day. Studies have shown that doing this increases optimism, reduces anxiety, and chemically changes the brain too. So, if you remember a couple of months ago, about a month or 2 ago, I had Faith Evan West on the program here when we were talking about confidence and unbreakable confidence. And one of the things she said was, write in your journal, write in a book, write somewhere that so you can always go back to it. She calls it action now. That when you write these things down and you read it and you look at it, you will start believing it and then you will start working at it. It is saying the same thing here. It's asking you to jot down 3 good things about every day. Just 3. Write it down. Write what was good about that day for you. 3 things that was good about that day. And you do that every day if you can. If not, you do it when you can. But that is going to show how you are grateful for what you have. Like the smell of cut grass or the smell of the sound of the ocean. You know, these small things, or you pass and you watch somebody's garden and you look at the roses, as I said, stop and smell the roses. These are things that we can really write down and things that affect us in our life positively. So don't be afraid to think about, what happened to you today and that you can write it down. Write it down. If you, by the looks of it, I myself might become an author and publish a book one day because I write things down. When things bother me or things stresses me out, I have a book that I write. And then I read about it later on and I'm like, okay, I tick off what I have overcome and what I still have to process. But I write. And I'm telling you, it worked for me. I'm not sure if it's going to work for you, but it's something that you can start with. You can try and see how it works. It says, when you do these things, it increases optimism. It makes you become an optimistic person. It reduces anxiety and it chemically changes your brain. So your brain now is going to be rewired to not thinking negative all the time, no negativity. You're going to be thinking positive. Which brings me to point 2 where it says, choose to think positively. It says, try to live by the every cloud has a silver lining antidote. And we might wonder, well, what do you mean by every cloud has a silver lining? If you look out today, I cannot see the sunshine if it's shining really bright or so, but I can see some clouds from where I'm looking. But we all know behind that cloud that we're looking at, the sun is going to shine at some point. So everything, it's not always going to be dark, gloomy. There is that silver lining that sun is going to shine behind that dark cloud. So if you're going through a sort of tough time today, or you're having a tough time in your life, it's not always going to be that tough time. It's not always going to be the days that you're going to go through tough situation. there is going to be that silver lining. You're going to see that sunshine. You remember that song that says, for a little red Annie, the sun is going to shine tomorrow, you can bet your bottom dollar? This is something like what behind every dark cloud, there is a silver lining. It will come out. You just have to work at it. It says, focus on positive thoughts and try reducing negative thinking. Is easier said than done. But give the following techniques a try. Each time you have a negative thought, simply replace it with a positive one. It says this practice will help to retain your habitual thought patterns to bring more positive thoughts and happiness into your life. And let me tell you, it is very easy for us to be negative. As it always says, bad is easier to do than good. So thinking negative is easier than to be thinking positive. But what it's asking you here is to replace that negative thought that you always have with a positive one. So if you tell yourself, oh, I'm going to get a job, but I won't get it. You won't get that job. You definitely won't, because you already set yourself up in that negative light saying that you would not get the job. But if you're thinking positive, you know what? I am going there. And regardless of who it is in front of me or who it is that they're going to interview, I am going to get that job. The positive thinking that you're going with is going to propel you to answer the questions that they're asking you fluently and believably. Because if you're going there negative and they're asking you a question, you're hemming and you're hawing and or you're going like that, chances when they look at you, you say, oh my gosh, I don't have that job. I would not get it. But if you're thinking positive and you are prepared, your resume is good, or you call it CVs here, it's good. You know what you're about. You know who you are. And when they ask you, well, Claire, can you tell me who you are? I can go and tell them, well, I am Claire Joseph. I do this. No, they're not asking you about you personally. They're asking you about your work experience. And that's the thing. So if you're positive and you know yourself and you know what you can do, there's a 99.9% that you are going to get a job because you display positivity inside you. You're positive that you are going to get that job, that you're going to do well on your interview. And sometimes if you don't get the job right there and then, don't write it out. They might hire someone this week, it didn't work out, and guess who gets the next call? You, because you left an impression on your interviewer with a positive attitude, with positivity. So always try to never think negative about things. Try to always spin your negativity into positivity. And that could bring happiness in your life. Because when you speak to people, every time you hear, oh, why can't they leave me alone? I want to be happy. This is what's going to make me happy. You're bothering me. I will leave me alone. You're not making me happy. And the word happiness is always coming into question, into conversation. It's all about happiness. Everybody wants to be happy. You are in a relationship, you want to be happy. And don't ever make that mistake and believe someone in that relationship when they tell you, oh, I am going to make you happy if it's the last thing I do. They cannot make you happy. Always remember that. They cannot make you happy. As Devon says, and I firmly believe, they can contribute to your happiness. But when it comes to you being happy, it's all about you and no one else. You are the one that have to make yourself happy. You are the one that have to put the work in to gain that happiness. A lot of things in life makes us happy. You know, like Lorna said, you see children, and everybody is happy when they see a child that is happy. You know, you say, what a happy little child. What a happy little girl. What a happy little boy. The child is happy. because he has not reached that stage yet where he has to start working to remain happy, because he has parents or she has parents, they have parents that looks after them and their happiness. That stage, yes, parents can make their children happy because we put ourselves out there so that they will not have to struggle or they do not have to suffer for things. But once you start getting into the stage of adulthood or so, you have to start working towards your happiness because your parents has paved the way for you to become a happy person by working at it. So when people telling you as an adult that they are going to make you happy, smile. Smile. You're positive, but you know to yourself that you're the one that is responsible for your happiness. Take the contribution that they are giving to you, yes, but it is not for them to make you happy. You are the one that is in control of your happiness and no one else. Here is the third point. Choose to smile. And sometimes, we smile. A lot of us love smiling. A lot of us love laughing. But it's not everybody that smiles. Because sometimes you're walking along, and you see someone and they just tear through you. Not a smile, not a smirk, nothing. And you wonder, what is going on with that person? They can't even smile? Smiling should come to us naturally if we are happy people. It should. Let me take that call and I'll come back to my point. Good morning.
Good morning to you again, Clay. Clay?
Yes?
It's a joy to speak to you this morning, especially when you're feeling happy in your heart. Clay, a few weeks ago, my joy has been taken away. The happiness has been taken away because I lost one of my favorite members of the family, a young girl. And I find myself in a deep, deep, dark place. There is no light at the end of the tunnel. I couldn't find my way out. And then it's like a battle to bring back that joy in my heart. And I have to think about something really positive in my life, what is happening. I think about the closeness of the other family, my children, and good things that are put in place that I know I should carry on. And that joy, then that happiness came back. Then realizing that that young lady, she's in a better place. She have no more pain, no more suffering. And it does steal your joy away. It does take your happiness away. But today I give God thanks. I pray for everybody who finds themselves in this dark place to find the light at the end of the tunnel and reach out to it. That way your happiness will come back. As we say, we do pray. We pray to God. But it's like a process you have to go through. And if you don't go through it, those them you cannot make it. But when you reach and you see the light at the end of the tunnel, you reach that spot. You say, thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. I am there. So you have a great day, a wonderful program this morning, a wonderful topic. You're finding that very spot in people's lives that they have to really understand what is happening to them. Sometimes we take this happiness for granted because we expect to feel like that every day. But something else, just take it away. But then when you manage to find it, as I say, you give God thanks. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much, Ms. Matheson. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Yes, we do, as Ms. Matheson says, we do lose that happiness sometimes. It happens to each and every one of us. And to the Francis family and to Mona, they lost their sister, their mother, their grandmothers. And it is a sad thing and a deep thing, a deep sadness. But hopefully somewhere along the line, when you think about the beautiful things that happened in that family, the love that was displayed in that family, the joy and the happiness is going to come back. I've got another call. Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Joseph.
Good morning, sir.
How do you do?
I'm good. How are you? I know that voice.
You know that voice? Yeah. So I broke the rules. I call you how you told me don't call you. Right?
It is my name, you know.
I know. The previous caller kind of preempted my question because you did say that no one can give you happiness. So I was going to ask you if someone can make you happy, or can they take away your happiness? Because if it cannot be given, it should not be able to be taken. So it would be interesting to hear your take on this one. We're supposed to be the main person that builds happiness. But the question is, if we do that, we build a happiness and we are happy. Can someone outside of us take that away, or do we give it up?
Okay.
I hope it's not a.
Okay, so here, let me get it clear. You're saying that we are the ones responsible for our happiness, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so can somebody take my happiness away from me?
Yes. Can someone? Well, you see, I hear a lot of stealing the joy. I mean, I don't know if you can use joy and happiness at the same. They're two different things, in my view. But it's in my mind, it's debatable whether or not someone can take away your happiness, because it's up to you. You have to, in my opinion, you have to give it up in order for it to be taken.
Exactly.
Somebody can reach out for it, but your response will determine whether or not they actually succeed in getting it out of you.
So here it is. You answered your question.
No, I'm thinking aloud, so it'd be interesting to
You
hear
thought aloud.
what others hear. So,
Okay, so
thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right.
So, as he says, I am responsible for my happiness. You are responsible for your happiness. It never said that things in life, as it says, there are things in life, there are those dark days that can rob you of your happiness. It's not someone that is taking your happiness away from you, because if you don't give it up, they cannot take it. But things can cause you to lose that spurt of happiness. The dark days, you lost someone that you love, you lost, something happens, and it affects you, it affects your happiness, but you're not really giving up that happiness. The dark days that you're going through, it sort of put a spoke in your wheel, let's put it that way. It put you on hiatus. It deters you from you always being happy, but it's not taken away. For me, it's not taken away from me. If you get where I'm coming from, sir. It's not, I wouldn't give up my happiness, but the dark days will cause me to rethink things. But that is not giving up my happiness, because if you give up your happiness, I say, you will never regain it, or you cannot regain it because you gave it up. Somebody else has it to do whatever they want with it, and you can always remain in that sad state. And there are a lot of us outside there that at one time you hear, oh, you were such a happy person. What happened? What happened is because you gave up your happiness to someone else. You relinquished it into somebody's hand. So they take your happiness that you had and do whatever it is that they want, and you're on the other end suffering because you gave it up. And if you give it up, it's hard to take it back. But you can lend them. You can lend it to the dark days for a moment because you have no control, or you cannot control what is happening to you at the moment. But you have it. You did not give it up. But once you give it up, try getting it back. It is not going to be an easy road. I hope I answered the question, Stan. You can call me back and tell me if what I said to you makes sense. So I was talking about smile. And we go around, a lot of us go around with a frown on our face, like that's an upside down smile. You're frowning all the time. And as the caller mentioned before, if you're happy and you're smiling, you look younger. Because you're radiating that joy that you have inside of you, that happiness that you have inside of you, that you're always going to be smiling. It doesn't take much for you to smile. If you see someone that you know, you don't even have to say good morning in that voice. Just a smile or the nod, you reach that person. But when you see some of us and we're not smiling, we have to ask ourselves, we have to wonder, what are they going through that is causing them to be in that state that they cannot even smile? I think sometimes we may have to walk around with a pin and just poke them and see if they're alive, or if something is, if they have any emotions. Because smiling is one of the easiest things I think you can do. If you don't smile and you show all your teeth, or you can smirk, it's the beginning of a smile. So it says, Turn that frown upside down. One of the most important figures in the field of mindfulness and meditation once wrote, "Sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy." This could not have been said better. Sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy. Because if you cannot smile, I think, well, something is really, really, really wrong with you. It says, "Indeed, studies have shown that smiling and other external expressions work as a continual feedback loop, helping to reinforce our internal emotion. A study by scientists at the University of Kansas found that making yourself smile can help lower your heart rate during stressful activities. So smiling, even when you feel down, will gradually make us feel happier and healthier. Try smiling at strangers too. As well as being a choice, happiness is also contagious." It is contagious. There are people that, when you display your happiness, you say, "Why are you so happy? What is there to be happy about?" But you don't know how I feel. You don't know what's making me happy. So you cannot come and attack me and my happiness because I'm displaying it. Try a bit of yourself. Try and see if you can smile a bit. And maybe once you start working up that smile, some form of happiness is going to come to you. It's not all doom and gloom. We can choose to be happy if we want to be happy. It takes work, as it says in the beginning. It takes work, and it takes a lot of work. But if you're going to be happy, and if you work towards your happiness, you cannot let anybody take it away from you. And if you can't smile, as Julian says, something is wrong. Now we have to figure out what is wrong when we cannot do the simplest thing as smile. And you don't have to pay for it. You know, you don't have to pay for it. When you look at a child, a young baby that is just learning to smile at you, when you talk to them and you goo goo gaga into them, you see them smile, they're dribbling. And tell me, you're not the happiest person to see that child with no teeth, just gum, smiling and dribbling because they're happy and it makes you happy. You're smiling like a clown because you're so happy to see that child in the happy zone. You were once that person. You were once in that same zone that baby is in. You were smiling like nobody asking you. You pass by and you just wave one little finger and that child lights up in a smile. I've seen babies on the parent's shoulder. You're walking by and they're staring at you and you just wave your finger and you see them smile and they jam their head into their parent's neck. And the parents must be wondering, well, what is causing him to jam his neck like that? And so then they turn back and they see you interacting with your baby and they smile too because they see your child is happy because somebody else is giving them a smile and they are happy too. So you have to wonder what it is that causes people to lack that little emotion called smile. And sometimes, I learned a word years ago from Tyra Banks that says, sometimes we are smizing. We don't always show it on our lips, but we show it in our eyes. So they put eyes, smile, and eyes together, and they call it smizing. So it shows in your eyes. And I always say, your eyes is the window to your soul. It doesn't hide anything. When you're talking to someone and you look into their eyes, you can tell whether they're telling you the truth or if they're shady. And if you're smiling with your eyes, that means it's coming way from deep inside because it brings out, as I said, what is inside comes out. You know, you will hear people talk about somebody have eyes as cold as ice. And I know what it means when people say that your eyes are as cold as ice because there is not an iota of softness in there. Not even an iota of a smile coming through your eyes. So they said you have cold eyes or they're staring at you as cold as ice. This is what it means. But a smile warms you up. It makes you feel good. Sometimes you hear a song playing on the radio, you listen to a few bars of it, and you're smiling. Somebody says something from afar, they're not talking to you, but you pass in and you hear something, you smile at that. There are a lot of things to smile for and a lot of things to smile about. So don't rob yourself of that one little word, S-M-I-L-E. Smile. There was a movie called Smile Orange. Even though, they put it together with the fruit. Because smiling is supposed to come naturally to you. So if you are a person that finds it hard to smile, you can go stand in front of a mirror and try practicing how to smile. You don't just do it for a few seconds, and I ain't working, and you're going about your business. Do it daily. Maybe do it twice a day. You always looking in the mirror to see if your hair is looking good when you dress in the morning. You wash your face to see if there is any dribble mark hanging around it also, or if you have anything looking foreign on your face. You look into the mirror, so look there and try smiling. Or pretend that you're in front of a camera and somebody is taking a picture and they tell you, say, cheese, or tell you to smile about something or think about something beautiful, and you smile. There are a lot of ways you can work to bring that smile of yours to the forefront. So try it. You may like it. The next point is things that can make you happy is choose kindness. And I think last week I touched on about being kind. And when you're kind, you may do things for people. But if you're doing it genuinely, you would not expect any reciprocation. You're not doing it so that people can give you back something. You're doing it because this is who you are. You're a kind person and you give things without even thinking about, I'm doing it and I'm hoping to get something back. So it says here, when you choose to do kind acts for other people, so-called happiness hormones are released, boosting your serotonin and neurotransmitter responsible for feelings of well-being and satisfaction. Endorphin levels also rise, leading to a phenomenon known as a helper high. Here, this is when you choose to be kind, these are all the things that happen to you. There's something called happiness hormones that is boosting your serotonin. There's a neurotransmitter that is responsible for feelings of well-being and satisfaction. Endorphins, the levels rises, leading to a phenomenon known as a helper high. Column coming to you. So when you choose kindness, you get all of this. And it never said here that you do this hoping to get something back. It's all about you being kind and feeling all of those things. Endorphins, let me tell you, when these things are released in your body, you're on a natural high. It's like you take a puff of the illegal thing. But you did not. It's your endorphins that have you on that high because you did some form of kindness to someone. Let me take the call. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning to you. There you go. Let me say a heartfelt happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
I wish you God's blessing, long life, and I wish all what is well with you remain well.
Thank you.
I tend to have a little bit of differ with you there. People can take away your happiness. If my mother died, somebody killed my mother, somebody killed my wife, my children, a son of mine, daughter of mine, good friend of mine, that would make me unhappy. And
Clifford, your radio is contrasting with your voice. Either you turn it down or you move away from that location. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, that will make me unhappy. I don't think I'll get over that for a very, very long time. So I will not be unhappy. So
I'm so sorry. Hold on, Clifford. Your TV is making my ear go crazy. I'm hearing you and I'm hearing it at the same time.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't close to the TV.
It was a pleasure being here.
I wasn't close to it. Yeah.
Thank you too. Our panel.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, go ahead.
Yes. Yes. I don't think I could be happy.
Okay.
And I will be so for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a good friend. All this killing that's happening there, you get people dead. I don't feel happy over those things.
I think you missed what I said. I'm not saying that you should be happy if your wife, your children, your friends, or the killing of people. That is never what I'm saying. I am saying you are responsible for your happiness. You can let people take it away from you, but that is if you give it up. These things can happen to you in life. You lose a loved one. You're sad because things are happening around you that is not going to make you happy. But that doesn't mean that you lost your happiness forever. You can gain it back.
Okay. I didn't hear the word forever.
No, I said you can. I said you cannot. If you give it up, if you give up your happiness to someone,
if somebody kill somebody belonging to me, I am not going to give it up, but it will bring unhappiness to me.
that's exactly what I said. You are going to have those dark days. You're going to have those days when you
it
don't
will
feel.
bring unhappiness to me, and I don't know how long I'll take to recover over it.
Yes, but you have to work at it. As Miss Matheson said, she lost someone. She was in her dark days. She was in some dark days, and she was wondering how she's going to bring it back. But by the grace of God, prayers, and whatever else she did, she has regained her happiness. You cannot. I'm not asking you. I'm not telling anybody that you have to be happy if you lose someone. No, this is not my thing. I've lost people that I love in my life, but that doesn't take away my happiness. I gave up. I didn't give up my happiness. The dark days were there for me to deal with, but my happiness still remains with me until I'm ready to bring it back out. So I'm not telling you what you were thinking that I said. I didn't say that.
Okay.
All right.
I accept what you say.
Yes, thank you.
I accept what you say, but
there's no but, because if you accept it, you cannot say but.
Accept what you say. Accept what you say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good day now. Bye-bye. Yes. So we're talking about kindness. And if you have all this thing happening because you choose to be kind, you have your happiness hormones. I didn't even know we had hormones called happiness, but we have a happiness hormones, which is released and it boosts our serotonin. We have a neurotransmitter that is responsible for feelings of well-being and satisfaction. We have endorphin levels that also rise to leading up to that phenomenon known as a helper's high. I'll take it. I'll show kindness every moment of the day because I want to get that feel-good thing, that happiness hormone. So choose to be kind. Work at being kind to your fellow men. Because when you give it all out without expecting anything, this is what true kindness is all about. And this is where your happiness comes in. Because it says, the Bible also says, you find greater joy in giving than in receiving. And the majority of us on this planet Earth, we try to give. We give and give and give. But when it comes to somebody giving us, we always tend to step back because we don't want, people to think that we want to accept it. But here, you have to look at it at both sides of the coin. Because if you're giving so that somebody can feel happy, think about the person that is giving to you too. They want to be happy too. So it's a two-way street. It's not that you're giving them something and they're giving you back. Because there are people that you give something to, or they give you something and they're waiting for that day so that they can collect on what they gave you or what they did for you. Stop. Kindness is not about that. Kindness is about giving your all, giving anything that you have and you want to give it. You give it with your full 100% and not looking out for anything. So if you are that sort of person that this is a so-called kindness. You do something for somebody because you expect to get something from somebody. This is the time for you to choose that kind of kindness that I'm talking about here. The one that releases the happy hormones. The one that gives that the endorphin levels in your body go up. The one where you have the helper high. This is the kindness that you should choose. Because this kindness is what's going to make you happy. This is one of the kindness that's going to bring you happiness. The next point, it says, choose meaningful relationships and interactions. Choose meaningful relationships and interactions. It says, research shows that happier people have rewarding social relationships. Indeed, we humans are a social species and need regular contact. In fact, loneliness is proven to decrease levels of happiness, and recent study shows that it can be harmful to mortality as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So to make happiness a choice, choose quality friendships. In fact, even a short positive interaction with a stranger can contribute to you feeling happier. Even that, having a short interaction with a stranger, somebody that you don't know, you never met, but you just happen to meet that person, it can contribute towards your feeling happier. So it says, loneliness, listen to it, people. Loneliness is proven to decrease levels of happiness, and recent studies have shown that it can be harmful to mortality as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Now, we all heard that cigarette smoking is dangerous to our health. They're putting that loneliness is part of that too, is dangerous to our health. And most times you hear people that this is a lonely person. And when you're lonely, you tend to be unhappy. Because as Jester made the point earlier, you have everything. You have a big house, you have a great job, you have successful children, you have a car, an expensive car, but yet you are unhappy. Yet you are lonely. And you have to ask, well, what causes that? What causes you to be that lonely? And I've come to the conclusion that you can tell when somebody is lonely. Because lonely people tend to always want people around them. It may sound off to you, but I've discovered that when you are lonely, you always want somebody to be around you. And here the difference in being lonely and being lonesome. A lot of us contradict what is loneliness and what is lonesomeness, if that is a word. I can choose to be lonesome. You can choose to be lonesome. Loneliness is a whole different ballgame, because when you have everything that you think you should have, you have the latest gadget, you have everything that is the basic needs of someone, or even more, and you're still lonely, then we have to look for help. We have to do some deep digging into us and see what is causing that. Because it's saying here, loneliness is proven to decrease the levels of happiness. And recent studies, not a long time ago, recent studies have shown it can be as harmful to mortality. Loneliness is saying that could kill you. Because when you're lonely, you tend to be angry all the time. And anger is not good for you on any level whatsoever. You're lonely because nobody's really talking to you. You think people don't like you. You find all the negativity in life to think and to keep you into that stage of loneliness. So, we've learned today that loneliness can help into our early death. So if you are in that stage, talk to someone. Don't be afraid to tell people that, you know what, I'm really lonely, and we always hear people say that, that single person, that person is lonely because she's alone or he's alone. Newsflash, people, there's a memo going out, or the memo went out, that people that have families like husband and wife, they can be some of the most loneliest people in the world. Even though they have someone there with them, even though you're living with someone, you have a marriage, you have a relationship, that does not stop you from being lonely. It is worse, it could be worse, and it's said that it is worse than people that are living by themselves. Because people that are living by themselves accept that they are living by themselves, and they mold their life or their surroundings to fit them. But when you are in a relationship that you have someone else and you are lonely, then something is really wrong with that picture. Because the person that is in there with you is supposed to talk to you, supposed to talk to them. And that should help alleviate loneliness, because you have a relationship. You're supposed to be able to listen to each other and talk to each other, find out what makes you tick. All of this in a relationship is supposed to keep you away from being lonely. Me, I could say I'm lonely, but hey, I'm not. I choose to be lonesome because I want to be lonesome, because I like to be in my Zen moment all the time. Do my deep thinking, do my meditation, not medication, I don't think, do my meditation, write things about how I feel and where I want to move to, what I want to do next. So I choose to be lonesome, but lonely? Nah, I'm not lonely, because I surround myself. I walk my way into my happy zone. So I'm good. So if you are lonely, do not be afraid to talk to someone. Sometimes you just need to hear somebody, let somebody to listen to you, or get a little idea of something. Think about it. You could get out of it. And like the caller said before, you don't always have to be in that happy mood, always happy, go to jumping like a jackrabbit, you're happy. No, we have moments where we have to stop and think about things in our lives. Things that make us go, should I do that? Can I do that? Is that right for me to do? But the most important part of it is this. You are into a zone where you can step back into your happiness as a person. Be happy in who you are, and always tell yourself that happiness is a choice that you can make. Happiness is something that you can work towards. I don't know how to put it, but you see a lot of people going around and you tell yourself that they're happy. They're fake happiness also. Because people who are going through a tough time in their life, because of who they are and what they achieve, how successful they are, they hide it so well that you think, well, this is a happy person. But inside, that person is dying of loneliness. So you have to stop trying to do things so that other people can make you feel that you are happy. You are responsible for your own happiness. Work at it. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a day or two. And who knows, sometimes you haven't had an epiphany at night. You get up in the morning and you say, what? Today is the day I am going to start making myself happy. And you do that. People are different. Things work differently with different people. So, but stop being that fake happy. Be your genuine self. Be you. Be who you are. It says here, choose to be more mindful. And you ask, well, what is this? Being mindful? How does one be mindful? And you said, you meditate. What do you do to be mindful? But here it says, mindfulness meditation is an easy way to try to increase your happiness levels. It says start your day with just 10 to 15 minutes of meditation. Shortly after waking, the immediate heightened inner clarity and focus it will give you will set you up for what is ahead. So it's all in your mind now. You have to be mindful of what you're going to do for the day, what you're going to do with your life for the day. It says meditate. And you don't just sit there and stay and say, I want to be happy today. So let me see how it's going to. You got to think deeply. You got to meditate. You have to go deep into yourself, inside of you. And it says it gives you 10 to 15 minutes. And it's right after waking up. So that's when you're at your level where you're still in a little zone, you may want to sleep, but you awake. It says it's going to heighten your inner clarity and focus. It will set you up for what is ahead for the day. I am going to take a commercial break, and I will be right back.
Grenada. It's time to show off your national colors. On Friday, March 24th, the Spice Boys take on the United States of America in a CONCACAF Nations League showdown. Game time 8 p.m. at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Tickets are $75 lower stand, $50 upper main stand, $40 secondary stand, $25 bleacher. Tickets available online from goodeffect.com or Grenadian Optical, Cherokee's Bar, Lixon Bar, Shine's Bar, Calico Satan, Maxie's Bar, and St. David's Pharmacy. Grenada versus the USA. 8 p.m. Friday, March 24th. National Colors, National Pride. Sponsored by the Grenada Bottling Company, Cereal Bay Express, Glenelg Natural Spring Water, and the Karen Nations League Showdown. 8 p.m. Friday, March 24th.
Inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive. Color by Seasons. Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color. Color by Seasons. Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Seasons. Seasons. Express your style with Color by Seasons.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Now is the time to distribute the information. One Cheney Lane will never be the same as G&D Promotion presents the garden party of a lifetime. Music, food, top shelf drinks, and entertainment galore. It will be an Easter Monday you don't want to miss. Tickets are in a limited amount, so get yours now before they are all sold out. Give Gotafet a call for your ticket, her ticket, and the other tickets. One Cheney Lane, your Easter Monday spot for this Easter and always. Miss this one and blame no one. Remember, there is a massive television as a door prize. One Cheney Lane. I'll see you there.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it, and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantemelle in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
And I'm back. Well, see, I am flying solo again. My friend over there has deserted me, but that's okay. I'm going to deal with him. So, yeah, we're still on mindfulness. It says, many studies have shown that meditation can boost happiness levels by reducing stress hormones, shrinking the part of the brain that controls anxiety, and by stopping rumination, amongst other things. So, part of our brain is shrunk. That's the one that controls anxiety when we do meditation. So when you meditate, you really have to give it your all. You have to, think about what it is that you really want and really think hard, work towards it. Okay, so it says here, and I like this part, no matter how bad life seems, there's always something positive you can find to focus on. Since happiness is a choice, start finding things in your life that you're grateful for. Here is the word again, grateful, gratitude. Find something in your life that you're grateful for. If you're grateful for life itself, think about how you can make it better, what you can do to increase the happiness in the life that was granted to you. Be grateful for that. Things in life cannot always be bad. It says, find something positive that you can focus on. And as I said, when we always think negative, we tend to believe afterwards that what we really think is true. If you're thinking negative. The same remains that if you're positive, on the flip side, you can be positive about things that is going to happen in your life also. Trouble Double F says, if you're in a relationship and still be lonely, that is because one of the partners may have another, okay? It is not easy giving someone all your love and attention, and for them to show you the same, they choose to be with other people. Guess sharing is caring. Okay? Trouble Double F. Okay, he says, they will all be the right things, knowing they are doing wrong, but you're silly and you believe doubt in yourself and questioning if you're making the right decision. Self-confidence is low. Okay, you may have a point. If you have low self-confidence, yes. You can choose to stay in whatever relationship that you're in, being lonely, or you can actually, again, choose to move out of that relationship. So it comes down to that trouble double F. It still comes down to the point that you alone are responsible for your happiness. Others can contribute towards that happiness, but you are responsible for it. So if you feel that you're in a relationship and you're giving it your all and you're not getting any at all from the relationship and you're not happy, I don't think there is anything, well, let me not say there is anything, you know your thing, but is there anything that is holding you from moving out from that relationship that is so not going your way to be happy? Ask yourself that question. And if you say that your self-confidence is low, then seek some help to build your confidence up. Think positive. That is one way of trying to build your confidence up. Talk to people. Write what it is that you want in your life, where you want to go, and work from there. You start at You start at point 1 and then work it up. And if you're at number 1, ask yourself how you're going to get to 2. When you make it to 2, find out how you're going to get to 3, 4, 5. When you're midway and you want to hit 10, work at getting to 10 to bring your self-confidence up. We weren't born, we were born maybe with confidence, with self-confidence. As my friend wrote in a book, when you're a child and you start walking, you don't even think about, oh, am I going to fall? You just get up when the time comes and you start walking. We as parents are afraid. We have our hands stretched out, waiting to catch you because we think you're going to fall. But you as a child, you already have that confidence ingrained in you that you're going to want getting up and you're walking and you're getting up and walk. As we grow older and we are hearing, don't do this, don't do that, this is bad for you, you shouldn't. We get all the negative. That's when it shoots down our self-confidence. So when you're at a stage in life where you can walk back at your self-confidence, try doing it. Try starting at 1 and work your way up to 10. It will help you. So I'm heading back to other one. It says, choose purpose. And maybe sometimes a lot of us have no purpose in our lives. We don't know what we are here for. We just know that we are living, we are existing. It says, choose purpose. Meaningfulness is a happy factor that you can extend into your whole life, whether it is volunteering, gardening, or becoming politically active. Activities with a purpose have been shown to boost people's happiness and reduce stress levels at the same time. A study from Annals of Behavioral Medicine found that people who took part in such activities became 34% less stressed and 18% less sad. So, activities, volunteering. Sometimes you're home and you have nothing to do or you don't know what to do with yourself. Search for a place where, you can go to a home or to a center where, there are people or children that needs help. Find yourself there, go volunteer. Gardening is therapeutic. I know. I have my plants and I talk to them. People may think that I'm halfway crazy, but they respond. I talk to my plants because I garden and it makes me feel really good when I'm, you take a small bud of a plant, you put it in your soil or you put it in water and you nurture it and you watch it grow, and then it blossoms into something beautiful. That sometimes is the best therapy for a lot of us that garden or plant things. It gives us a sense of being, a sense of responsibility, a sense of caring, because we are caring for something else besides ourselves. We're caring for a plant. Sometimes you have a pet, you're caring for that. So all of these things can help you to gain some purpose in your life, to gain happiness in the long run. It says even partaking in political activities. A lot of people, they're politically active and they get their adrenaline going, their endorphins are fine on all cylinders and they're happy doing whatever they're doing. And that helps them. It says 34% feel less stress and 18% feel less sad. So when you have purpose in your life, it can take you a distance because you know where you're going, you know what you want to do, and you get up and do it. That is purpose. So find yours. I found mine. I know what my purpose is. So find yours. And see how it's going to work for you. Because if you're going around just happy-go-lucky with no purpose in life, as BJ always say, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. So have some purpose in your life. Be purposeful. Find what it is that you want. Find what makes you tick and work at it. It says, choose to be satisfied. How many of us are satisfied with what we have in our life? How many of us? We are quoting presidents now. It says, ex-U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt once said, comparison is a thief of joy. And in today's Insta-ready society, that rings so true, more than ever. In a social media savvy world, flaunting your money, travels, and other supposed successes or happiness is all too common, especially with younger generation. However, if happiness is a choice, then comparing yourself to other people will only result in unhappiness. I'll read that again. Comparison is a thief of joy. And in today's Insta-ready society, that rings true more than ever. In a social media savvy world, flaunting your money, travels, and other supposed successes or happiness is all too common, especially with the younger generation. However, if happiness is a choice, then comparing yourself to other people will only result in unhappiness. Is that true or is that true? We all think that when we are successful in life, we are happy. We heard that earlier, and that says it's vice versa. You are happy, and then success comes. Not success and then happiness. It works the other way. And we use, as it says, we use this social media to flaunt our money, our success, our travels. It has become the billboard for what we have or what we can show the world. This is who we are. This is what we have. Do you have what I have? That's what it has become. But the last point says, if happiness is a choice, then comparing yourself to other people will only result in unhappiness. Because guess what? When you put it out there that I have this, I have money, I can travel the globe, I am successful. For a moment, someone may say, oh, why can't I have that life? But it was just for a moment, a fleeting moment. Because at the end of the day, we all do not care. We don't care. Because this is who you are. This is what you have. And by flaunting it in front of us, that doesn't mean that we are going to have it. It doesn't mean that at all. We're not going to have what you have. And if this is what happiness is all about, then believe me, I'll stay sad. Because as one caller said earlier, having money doesn't make you happy in one way or the other. I'm going to take the call and I'm going to come back. Good morning.
Coffee in the morning. Good morning.
I was wondering where you are.
Yeah.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I was really engaged this morning. I was out since at least about 6:45.
Oh, okay.
And I just returned, Very healthy topic as usual. Happiness. And I beg to differ many times the way in which people will phrase happiness and where success is concerned. And success does not really brings you happiness. 95.9% of many people's success is to only make them have a name in society. They walk and they walk tall with a chest pushed out. They are successful. But the only way one could speak about success outside of a contentive mind. For example, success is also a peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are successful in our society, but they do not have that real peace of mind to enjoy what they call success. And many times, whenever we become successful, most of the time, we find ourselves in position where we try to castigate or even look down on those that are not successful as well. Not realizing that your success in life will make you more success when you will have the ability to look at other people and see in what way that you can be able to help them, not to reach the full potential to come up to meet you. Yes, that is all right, you could, but at least help them, give them a little push in life that at least they can be able to enjoy certain things too. And I saw people who is being success and people who really have money. Why I respect that? But they look at you as somebody that's suffering from an inferiority complex. Unless you do not have the right state of mind. And I always tell people, money don't give you nothing. Money don't give us nothing. And many people will feel like some controversial. Your achievement in life is the mind that you have to achieve. Your mind. You know the amount of people that have money and they're unhappy? As I close here, the story was told about that multi-billionaire that was driving in his car and stopped by a restaurant and saw a young boy eating a sandwich. And that multi-millionaire went up to the kid and said, "What are you eating?" He said, "A sandwich." "With what?" "Mayonnaise." "And what?" "Mustard." "And what?" "Lettuce." And he said, "My son, I wish I could have eat what you're eating." The little boy recognized the million and he said, "But you're a multi-millionaire." He said, "Yes, I'm a multi-millionaire. But the complaint that I'm suffering with, I will forbid by the doctor to eat those things." So many times we fight to achieve money. We fight to achieve many things. But behind that, Claire, we are very unhappy. I rest my case. Blessing.
Thank you. Yes, he has said it. And I was making a point earlier when one of the callers said, you have money, you're successful. But does that make you happy? Because if you really check it out and you pay attention to what goes on with people that have a lot of money, or let's put there billionaires, millionaires, trillionaires, or so now the quadrillions, the amount of money they have. And they have children. What you always hear them say is, I have to protect my children. I have to protect my family. I have to protect my home. I have to protect and I have to protect and I have to protect. Why? Because their children could be kidnapped. Their wife could be kidnapped. They themselves could be kidnapped. Their homes could be up for violations from the bandits and stuff. And with the kidnapping comes the ransom. Because if you have money and you love your people, you love your family, no one is going to stop you from trying to pay the money to get your family back. So sometimes we sit here and we talk about, oh, you know, if I was rich, I was going to do this. And if I had money, I was going to do that. And you go on yada, 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 blah, 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 with the money, money, money. But really think about it. The people that have money, they are some of the most unhappiest people out there because they have so much to think about in the back of their mind about the protection of their children, even the protection of their money. So tell me, who in their right mind that has all that money could be so unhappy? And it happens every day. It is out there. You hear about people that win the lottery, as they call it. They win the Super Bowl in the US. They win this. They win the thing. Some of them are even afraid to go pick up that money. Because why? So many people come out of the woodwork to get a piece of the action. Because guess what? They're not satisfied with the life that they have. In the end, I always remember that guy from Florida or somewhere that won this Super Bowl or the Super whatever it is that he won a few millions. Of course, when Uncle Sam takes his percentage, he still ends up with more money than money itself, based on how he used to live. He took his life with all the money that he won. he took his life. Guess what? Before he wrote that, he was so much more happier when he had nothing. He said winning the lottery was a curse to him because everybody, it actually made him crazy. Everybody came at him. Who won this? Who won that? Everybody, somebody won something. Charity won this. Like his head was going off. He couldn't handle it. He took himself out. We have others that they got all the money and they went bankrupt. They wanted to be rich. They did live the rich life because they had the money. They spent it, they do whatever it is, and they end up at square one, back where I am, at square one, eating my fig and saltfish and coconut oil with my cup of black stage tea or whatever it is. And I'm okay, I'm happy with that. I am satisfied with that. That doesn't mean that I can't have another tea for 1, 2 or so, but when you're back to basics and you're back to your roots, you stick where you are and you are happy doing it. So not every time you sit there and you think and you're obsessed with getting money or being rich, that is going to work. Rich people are trying to become poor. When you watch them walk, unless you meet, you are in the in the UAE, and even them, when you watch the weather, the robe with the thingy on the head, I don't know how you call that one, on the head, you cannot tell that they are rich people because they don't go around with the money plastered around them saying I am rich. You don't see them wearing the big gold thing on the necks or around the foot or around the ankle or around the wrist or anything. You don't see them doing that. You know they are rich because of the part of the world that they are in and they've got oil galore. You know they are rich. When you see people, if you don't know the names of the people that are rich, when you see them, you wouldn't even recognize them because they do not dress to the nines every day. Every day you see them, they have a suit, they have a new shoes, they have a new belt, they have a new car, No. They try to be inconspicuous as possible because they do not want to be a target out there for people like me and you to come at them. So when we're thinking about trying to be rich and the amount of money we have and we're flaunting it out there on social media, rich people don't do that. It's those of us that make it and think that we are rich is the one that put it out there. Because a lot of us never thought that we are going to make it to that grade. We are going to make it so that we can live a life the way we want to live it, out of poverty. And we think that we are rich. So we blast it out on social media. We travel this place in the world. We went there. We have that amount of money. We have that car. We have women chasing us left, right, and center. We have men chasing us left, right, and center. Is this happiness? Are you satisfied with the life that you have? Or you're putting it out there because you are even more lonely at the top there by yourself? Because when I read a lot, and I've read books where people have money and their lifestyle has changed because the more money you have, the more things you buy, the more expensive things you buy. And the people that were on the same level with you before you got there, you dropped them like the bomb that went off in Hiroshima. They are no longer on the same level with you. You made it. You climbed that ladder. You are at the top. But you're not satisfied with your life still because you are unhappy. You did not achieve the level of happiness that you think that amount of money and that travel and that what you have was going to give to you. So as ex-President Theodore Roosevelt says, comparison, do not compare yourself with the next man, because as my grandmother would say, or she used to say, you don't know what he did to get it. So do not He says, do not compare, because it says comparison is the thief of joy. So Stan, maybe joy and happiness do link together, because he didn't say it's the thief of happiness. It is the thief of joy, because when you lack joy, again, you cannot be happy. Think about that. Really, really think about it. And money do finish, you know. It does. That's why people go bankrupt. There are lots of people in the world that went bankrupt and they had loads of money. And we think that we want to have money. It causes a lot of pain and a lot of loneliness. Because when you're at the top and you cannot bring yourself back down to be a normal person again, you're up there all by yourself. Lonely. Not lonesome. In that case, lonely. And you may wonder, well, I have all that money, I could do this, I could buy this, I could buy whatever I want. Why people not liking me? Why people not? They can't. Because you have deserted the people that were there for you when you started to climb that money ladder, or that success ladder, or that rich ladder, as you put it. So think about it. Think about when you're thinking about, you're stressing and you're salvating about when you have all that money, or when I get rich and when I get this, what's going to happen? It's all talk. We all say that. And when you get rich, you turn into a different being totally, because it has gone to your head. It has gone to your cabeza. And it makes you start thinking differently. It makes you start thinking that you're better than the persons that are out there. And even realize there are a lot of people that have a lot of money and they become philanthropists. They give away some because they know in this lifetime they cannot spend all that they have. So they give to charities. They build schools. They do different things. Yes, they're getting a tax break and all that, but they don't have to. But they are. Because when they look about the amount of money that they have more money than money itself. And they can't finish it, so they give out some. That is the kindness, and hopefully some of them are not looking back for something. And when you give something to somebody and you do not put it out there that I gave this to Claire, I gave $1.5 million to Claire. When you don't do that, that means you truly give of what you have in the sense of being kind. But when you have your name on the wing in a school, or you have a school after you, or the wing in the hospital, that means you're doing it the same as they're doing it on social media here. They want the world to know that my money did that. Give if you're going to give, and give it freely. And where it says to choose kindness. I'm going to quote another president. It says, it's a conclusion as to why happiness is a choice. Abraham Lincoln is famously quoted as saying, most people are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. And he was right. Happiness is a choice, but also a daily practice that requires time, effort, and dedication. So, if you're trying to find happiness, you have to be dedicated. You have to put effort, and you have to put in the time, like anything else that you want to be successful at. We have one tall guy outside there that I call my son. He designs websites. And let me tell you, I know he puts the time, the effort, and the dedication when he designs these websites. Because when you see it, if you look at Real FM website, you would know what I'm talking about. He don't just go lackadaisical and say, I think I should put that there, it might look good. Or I should stick that here, it might look good. He is giving it his all. The effort he puts forth, he gets an A there. The time, he gets another A. And he's dedicated to making the best website that he possibly can in his ability, with the ability that he has. This is also how you work to gain happiness. You put in the time, you put in the effort, and you have to be dedicated. You look at bodybuilders. You look at people that, the athletes that run out there. And you think they just, maybe one morning or one day they're out in the field, they're playing, and they're running, and somebody scout them because they see that that person has potential. They take them and they groom them. And let me tell you, the person that scout them or the coach that they have, he takes the time to make that person into the best runner that the person can be. He's dedicated to a fault when it comes to making that person the best athlete. And he puts in great effort. He shows that he wants that person to be. So if you're going to be happy or you want to be happy, you have to put in all of these three to be successful in whatever it is that you want to be. In a far, far away land called China, when I was working on the Up Express, there was a little girl, but she was 20-something. And we were talking one night, we were working, and she said to me, I says, why she said, my mom, I can't remember exactly what, but she said, my mom took me out, we came to Canada because my mom wanted me to do something different. And I said, what do you mean? She says, in China, if they see that you have potential to be a gymnast, maybe at the age of 5, the government will take you away from your parents. And they will mentor you, they'll groom you to be the best that China has to offer. And when we look at it in whatever sport that they take part in, that's why they lead in the medal counts. After maybe them and the US, they lead because they gave it the time, the effort, and the dedication to these little ones that they groom to be the best that they can be. So happiness, if we want to be happy, we can do those 3 things on a daily basis. We give it our all. Time, we cannot take it back when it's gone. So use it wisely. Dedication, you got to be dedicated in whatever it is that you choose to do to make your life happy. If you want to be a walker, you dedicate the time, the effort to be a good walker. So like when you walk tall, you walk with posture. You don't just walk at it and you go slowly and so, nah. You give it everything that you have here. It says, by carrying out the suggestions above, you should hopefully start to see some benefits. But if you still fail to feel happy, take time to think through your actions. Are you doing the things you need to choose happiness, or are you letting your emotions take control? I'll read it again. It says, by carrying out our suggestions above, you should hopefully start to see some benefits. But if you still fail to feel happy, take time to think through your actions. Are you doing the things you need to choose happiness, or are you letting your emotions take control? What do they mean by that? Because we can let our emotions go on a roller coaster. One day we up, next day we down, then we up and we down. It's like a yo-yo, up and down. Take control of your emotions. Take control of yourself. You are the one that wants to be happy. So if you want to be happy, as it says, put in the time, the effort, and the dedication. Put in all of these. You will start to see benefits. You don't just sit there and tell yourself, oh, I want to be happy. But happiness just come and slap me in my face and make me happy. No. You got to get up on your butt or from the chair on your butt and do those things. Do it. Put in the time. Put in the effort. And dedicate yourself to start being happy. Because guess what? You are in control of that happiness. You are. Other people, a lot of people around us, can contribute to our happiness, but they are not the sole owner of my happiness, your happiness. They are the sole controller of their happiness. So you do the same. And when you see me happy, don't ask me what I'm happy about. Take a page from my book. Because guess what? I've worked towards my happiness. You work towards yours too. So if you're trying to feel happier and you remain down or struggling with depression, consult your general practitioner or therapist to seek professional help. Happiness is a choice, and choosing help is also a great step to getting started if you're feeling blocked. Depression, that is a topic on its own. But that word depression and that feeling of depression can actually block your happiness. But all is not lost. It says consult your doctor or seek therapy. It helps. And a lot of us gonna sit here or say, me, I ain't gonna talk to nobody about my situation. Then I don't want nobody to know my business. But let me tell you something. Everybody already know your business because the business is showing on your face. It's showing on your body. Everybody could know that you're depressed because, hey, you're not smiling, you're not partaking in anything, you're not doing anything to be happy. So nobody has to mind your business or try to know your business already because it's out there. So in other words, get help. If you have a friend and you don't have money to pay the therapist, so you don't feel that you want to go to a therapist to, talk about it, talk to your friend or your friends. You don't have to talk to everybody because everybody won't be able to help you. But I know talking helps because there are times that I'm in my flunk. As I say, you suddenly have your dark days. I have my fives. I call, I say, hey, we need a powwow. What time? 5 o'clock this evening. Everybody picks up their phone. We talk. And I get over my funk. And anyone else in a funk, we do the same. You have to have a support, a strong one, that is not when you tell them something and before you hang up the phone, hey, you don't hear Claire going through this. This is not what it is. If you're going to help someone and you have that strong support, you can depend on that strong support that you have. So find help, get help, find someone that you can talk to. It is almost 10 o'clock. And the news is going to be at 10. I don't know what happened. I didn't do the 9 o'clock news. Did I see it? I am sorry if I missed it. Sorry news people outside there, but I don't think I saw news pop up and maybe I wasn't watching. But we're going to have news in 1 minute. I'd like to say thank you to everyone that participated in this happiness program. Those online, those on the phone, those that called, and those that are listening on terrestrial radio. Every week I try to bring a topic that can benefit each and every one of us because we all need it in our lives. We all need help. And if we tell ourselves that we don't need anybody, then something is wrong with us. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Next week I will have someone on the program here with me and it promises to be a good one. So come again next week, and we shall continue with our mental health program. If it's just one thing or one person I help, I am satisfied. Thank you, guys.
Energizing our
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest news update as produced by Triple N.